Welcome back to the channel, lads. It is episode number 35 of our Tranmere Rovers Road to Glory career mode. We've got 6 games until the January transfer window. We've got 4 games until the halfway point of the season, and that's after the game against Preston North End. I did say if we're in and around the top 3 come the halfway point of the season, I will begin to feel a lot more confidence going into the second half of the season, considering our chances of going up or finishing in the playoffs places this season. We've got Ipswich Town to begin today's episode. That's going to be tough for us. They're just behind the playoffs places right now, 7th in the league. We've got Plymouth, Hull City, Preston North End, Borough, and I think we play Hull City again after the Borough game to finish December, and that takes us nicely into January. I'm looking forward to those games. We're playing so well right now. We've only lost 1 game this season, which is incredible. But what I want to do very quickly here is sort out a new contract for Cameron Norman, he's got 6 months left in his contract. I would like to keep him for his experience for at least the end of the season anyway, and hopefully the first half of next season, and we will make a decision then. It's good to have 1 or 2 experienced players in the team. The squad role, though, he will have to go down on that squad role to about a sporadic role for us to give him a new contract here. But let's see. It's not quite the sporadic role that I thought he was going to go on and accept. But I tell you what, given that he's been a fantastic servant for us for the last few seasons here, we will extend his contract for a year. We will give him a 9.5k in a week in wages and a 50k in signing on bonus. He's not quite happy with that, but of course he's going to sign that. That's a lot of money though for a 64 rated player. I do think he might just get better before the end of this season. I don't think he's going to start declining. Yeah, he might just get to 65 rated by the end of this season, and then his decline will start next season, and in that time we will decide what we want to do with him. But for now, I'm happy to keep his experience in the team whilst we are top of the league right now, and finishing in the top 6 is a big possibility for us. But let's go straight into our first game of today's episode, away from home against the Tractor Boys. Come on, the Rovers. I do think Ipswich Town are one of those teams who have been relegated this season from the Premier League, of course, to bounce straight back next season. I mean, they made some clever signings whilst they were in the Premier League, the likes of Clark from Sunderland. They brought in Greaves from Hull City, Sammy Schmodix as well. These are players that are experienced championship players who I think they'll probably end up keeping next season as well. Omari Hutchinson, I don't think they'll be letting him go this season. The only player that will depart is pretty much Liam Delap up front for them, who's shown he has the quality to be a Premier League striker. Where he ends up though, I'm not too sure. He's been linked to Manchester United, Newcastle, even Chelsea, so some top Premier League teams in for him. The most important thing though, I think, is for them to keep their manager, Kieran McKenna. I think he's a really good coach. Unfortunately for him though, I think it's maybe, oh, what a save, what a cross, squared across the face of goal. But I think Leo Coro was just at the right place on the right time. Otherwise, that would have been an easy tap in there. It's been a poor first half, Ipswich started the game well. They created a big chance in the opening 10 minutes of the game. But other than that, opening 10 minutes, it's been both teams just playing the game in midfield and not looking to take much risk. You could understand how both teams we are top of the league. Ipswich Town are just behind the playoffs places right now, so a draw here is probably better for us. I don't think it's a very good result for Ipswich Town, a draw here, but we will take the point right now. We've got to hang on though to the end of this first half. The shot's blocked. Oh, he goes for it again, Tyler Dibbling, and it's another save. Oh my God, 2 big chances here for Ipswich Town in the first half, but they couldn't take the chances. They couldn't take it. Oh, we've got to play much better in the second half, man. It's one of the things that have frustrated us in this game is their ability to keep the ball. Oh my God, what a chance again. I'll tell you what, our goalkeeper has had a sensational game. 3 big saves he's made. Richard Kone driving forward. This could be a smash and grab. Kone still going. He's got couple to aim for in the box. On the far post was Mulligan, who just couldn't direct that one on target. And Philogene Bidas coming on to replace Tyler Dibbling for the remaining 20 minutes of this game. That's it. It's a 0-0 draw. I said I would take the point. It was a difficult game for us. Ipswich Town was the better team. Created two good chances. One in the start of the half, the first half. The other at the end of the first half. And created another big chance in the second half. But I'll take the point here. Straight into the next one here. It's away from home against Plymouth in the league. I mean, another team that was relegated in real life from Championship League One football for them next season. They did put up a good fight, though, up until the very end, which I didn't think they were going to do. The new gaffer came in. Everyone might have saw that inspiring team talk, his first team talk with the team. I mean, I'm not even a footballer at Plymouth, but I felt inspired with that team talk. Myron Muslic, I believe, he scored. They brought him in from Cercle Bruges in the Belgium league. He looked really good, and considering the point where when they sacked Wayne Rooney, I did not think they would have, put up that much of a fight. But it's good to see. I'd like to see them promoted back to League One next season. I mean, they had that big result against Brentford, against Liverpool, the magic of the FA Cup, and that gave them a little bit of a boost going into the final few games of the season. It's going to hit here. Oh, that is the Kerr Gibbs territory there. Anytime he gets around those areas, you watch out. And I think they won, at the end, they won 4 out of their last 7 games in the league, which, like I said, they did put up a good fight. It just wasn't enough at the end. Oh, Emeka Odua, stop it, son. He said, whatever Gibbs can do, I can do better. Oh, what a finish. Sometimes the best signings that you use in a game are those signings that you don't expect much from, but they just go on to prove you wrong. His 5th goal this season. When we brought in Odua, the plan was for him, look at him again, the hard work. The plan was for him to be a backup to Mulligan, who the shot's blocked. He's sort of exceeded their expectation right now. He's doing much better than Mulligan from that left-hand side. He's scoring goals for us. He's creating chances. It's not reflecting on the assist, though, as Kerr Gibbs makes it too. Oh, what a finish on that left foot again. I said that is the Kerr Gibbs territory. Whenever he finds himself in areas like that, you watch out. He's going to at least hit the target. Just about hanging on now. If we can score one more, though, I'll take it. We need the goals at the end of this season. It could just be goal difference that decides whether we're going to finish in the top 2 or whether we're going to remain in the top 6. But I'm believing right now. I'm beginning to slowly believe that this team can do it. This team might just be able to go on to finish in the top 6, and that's it. It's a 3-0 victory for us. One of our biggest results this season, actually. And Plymouth, I've got to say, was quite poor. First half, we completely dominated them. We could have scored maybe 1 or 2 more in the second half. It could have been 4 or 5 goals, considering we missed a couple of chances. But I'll take the result and I'll take the clean sheet. Almost there, lads. We're almost halfway towards the season, and we're 5 points clear of Burnley right now, who are second in the league. 2 more games, Hull City and Preston North End, and we will officially start the second half of the season. To be honest, I'm not quite sure what has clicked for us this season, while we're playing so well, and I'm not complaining though, but honestly, looking back to it, it started in the final, round about the final 10 games of last season. That's where the good run of results started for us. And if the league started in the last 10 games of last season, we would have finished in the top 6. That's how well we performed at that stage. It's carried over to the new season, and long may it continue. Come on, the Rovers, away from home here against Hull City. We're rolling back the days with our starting 11 for this one. The likes of Henry and Mary starting in midfield, Leo Connor at right back, Omari Patrick starting in a left wing position for us. These are all players that we inherited from our first season here at Tranmere Rovers. It's good to see, though, that 4 seasons into our journey, these players are still playing some parts to the team. That is honestly good to see. It's been a poor first half so far. Expected, though, given the level of rotation that we have made. Kumetio steps in to win possession here for us. Henry drives us forward. We know he's capable of doing that. He made the run a little bit too late there in his camera up front, but Patrick was settled to keep possession. We go back out wide to Stewart. Not too many bodies to aim for in the box. Back to Omari Patrick, to Mary. Benarus, can you make the run? He makes the run. Benarus on his right foot. And just before the end of the first half. Oh, good combination play there. That's his second goal. That's his first goal for us. But his second goal of the season. I think he scored one of those when he would have been at Bristol City. He's on loan here at Tranmere Rovers. I would like to keep him next season. I mean, if all the what's the word I'm looking for? If everything adds up, the prize, the player wants to stay, maybe we get promoted, I wouldn't be opposed to keeping him. Come on, a second goal here. We will need it to win this game. Oh my God. That final pass from Mulligan is just not working. It's been a massive disappointment this season, I've got to say. All City pull it back. They get the level. A couple of mistakes that was made there for that goal. The first one was Mulligan giving away possession quite cheap. That I felt was an easy pass. But then this over the top, we got Rhys Williams out of position. And when you do that, I had to then sort of anticipate bringing Kumetio to try and make that interception. And that means getting him out of position as well. And yeah, three big errors made there for that goal, which could have been prevented if Mulligan could have just got that pass right. Like I said, it's been a little bit disappointing for us this season and last season, which is a shame. But it is what it is. We're still in the game. We are still in the game. We've still got a big opportunity in collecting all 3 points here. 62-minute play. After all, Benarus done quite well. First time cross into the box. Oh, and his Cameron tries to win the header. He goes down. And that could be one more injury for us. And when they go down like that, it's frustrating, isn't it? When they go down like that, they go for a header. It's most often than not. I can pretty much guarantee you that it's one of those stupid broken toe injuries, which I don't know how I said this in our first or second season of this save. I don't know how you jump up to win a header and then you don't win the header and you end up breaking your toe. It just doesn't make sense. Oh, Lauritsen giving away. That's not Lauritsen. It's Mary giving away a penalty there. Come on, from 1-0 up, we've messed this one up, haven't we? From 1-0 up, we gave away an easy goal for Hull City to get the equaliser, and 6 minutes ago, we've given away a penalty as well. And I think it might just be, I'm not quite sure who's going to take it for them. Maybe their striker? It's not their striker. It is Abdallah Sima. Goes the right direction, but just a little bit too late there. The goalkeeper was just... I hate it when you guess the right direction. That wasn't even top corner. That was a pretty poor penalty. And if you guess the right direction for a penalty like that, you should be saving it. But it's one of those things. Man, it's a 2-1 defeat. Our second defeat of the season. Our first defeat coming against Everton in the Merseyside derby. And our second defeat feels like months away since the first defeat. But it's against Hull City here. A game where we should have at least collected a point. Unfortunate for Mary to give away a penalty. I can pretty much guarantee you that Enis Cameron's injury is a broken toe. Every time they jump and then get injured from jumping, it's a broken toe. We're going to lose him for the next 3 months, which I'm not going to complain about the injuries anymore. It's part of the game, it's part of the season, and you're meant to pick up a handful of injuries during the season. It makes it realistic. It does make it realistic, but he's going to be out for the next 3 months, which is a shame, as we have done when we have lost other players. We're going to have to find a way to replace him. The good news, though, is the January transfer window is round the corner. The priority going into that January transfer window was looking like it could have been a right back, but that might change going into the window. But our next game here, it's Preston North End. We're pretty much back to full strength starting 11 here going into this game at home to Preston North End, which is good news for us. I mean, one of the reasons I felt we struggled against Hull City was the amount of changes we had to make to that starting 11 forced. It's not like I wanted to rotate the team that much. But with a couple of players injured, a couple of players needed resting for that game against Hull, that is pretty much our strongest midfield and attacking three. Well, Tyler Parkin is injured at the moment, who would have most likely started in midfield. But other than that, it's pretty much full strength. Okay, I have rotated in the defensive areas a little bit, but I still think with Norman starting, it's still a good enough back four to be able to get the job done here, especially at home in front of the home fans at Prenton Park. Out wide to Musonda. Musonda pulls it back to Vicharin. Vicharin finds Home. Home goes for it. It's Musonda starting for them in that left wing back position. Of course, one of the players we sold in the summer transfer window, coming up against his former team here. Hopefully he doesn't score a goal or get an assist against us. I want him to do well for Preston North End, but just not against us. He's playing in the perfect position, if you ask me, in that wing back. He's got the defensive quality, he's got the attacking quality as well. And talking about his defensive quality, he's going to be asked a few questions here. Tyler Parkin got the better of him. Oh, but the defender, the centre-back there, stepped up to bail him out of trouble. It's good defending at the end, though. Good defending at the end from Preston North End, but that is the quality of Care Gabe to drivers from defence to attack. Oh, Charlie Webster giving away possession quite cheaply, but we win it straight back. Henry finds Odua. Odua plays in Kone. Can we get the pull back? Kone pulls it back. Oh, to Charlie Webster, who gets the opener for us. And that's his third goal of the season, I believe. What a start to the game. Up until that point, it was all Preston North End who was getting the shots off, getting the shots on target as well. That is indeed his third of the season. There's Musonda again. Surprisingly, he's got the number 9 shirt for Preston North End, which is a little bit of a strange number to give to a wing back. But then again, when we sold him. Oh, big save! Oh, I think that's Holmes. That's half there in. I almost gave up for a second thinking he was going to finish that one, and then the goalkeeper made a big save. But there was no defenders around to react quickly, and he just fell so kindly for Holmes, who's had an easy tap in there for the equaliser. Oh, that is a poor goal to concede yet again, but the pass, we are conceding a few more goals in this episode, which, come on, referee. I keep on saying, this is anti-football, man. There was no way he was going to win possession there. There was no way he was going to win the ball back from that sort of tackle. I feel like right now, the AI, look at it again. I feel like right now, the AI are doing everything possible to get as many players injured so we don't go on to have a fantastic season. It's not working because it doesn't matter how many injuries we have picked up, we're still picking up positive results, and I hope it continues, but it's not looking good right now with his tackles. It's really not what we want to see. We've got 3 players injured, a couple of them injured for the next 2 months at least. Tyler Parkin should be back in the next 5 or 6 weeks. We've got Adamson injured in our last game. He's going to be out. Oh, twinkle toes from Caregib there. He's going to be out for the next 3 months. I think, though, Adamson is close to returning. He should be back in the next 2 weeks, maybe, Adamson, so that one is much closer. But we cannot afford to be picking up these injuries. That's a good ball. Oh, nice turn from Charlie Webster, who gets the assist for Caregib. And that might just be what we need to give us that little bit of a confidence boost for the remainder of this game. Hopefully, we can hang on. Look at the manager there celebrating that one. That's it. It's a 2-1 victory. The first half, it was a lot more close, but the second half, and Preston North End didn't really ask too much questions of us. We went on to get that second goal with Caregib, and that was good enough to get all 3 points at home. We've got 2 more home games to finish today's episode, starting with this one to Middlesbrough, a fixture that I've known to have goals in the past. We have seen 2-2 draws in the past. We have seen 3-0 victory to Middlesbrough. I think we've also seen 3-2 victory to ourselves in the past. So I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing a few goals in today's game, which I hope it goes to our favour. But of course, it's always nice to score the goals when you can. It just keeps it exciting as well when you're scoring goals and you're celebrating those goals. 0-0 draws. sometimes can be the worst of result. But Marcus Knight starts. They've got Ribeiro who scored in the reverse fixture. He starts up front for them. I'm not quite sure why. The likes of Morgan Gibbs White, he didn't start the last game against them. He also not starting this one. Good defending there from Reece Williams, only to give possession straight back to Middlesbrough in a dangerous position there. Ribeiro goes for it, but he can only find the side net in there. He's one of those strikers that would shoot from all angles as well. It's McGree. Oh, come on. You've got to do much better there. Cameron, that is how you do it. Lauritsen win it back for us. He goes inside to Charlie Webster. Charlie Webster to Lauritsen again. Lauritsen over the top to Cairgib. Cairgib takes it in his stride. We need runners in front of us. Oh, he's got to give us the run. Charlie Webster, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Top right-wing corner. In you go. Easy as you like. And that is the opening goal of the game. Webster is in such a good goal-scoring form right now, by the way. Back-to-back goals. Back-to-back goals for him. And that's his 4th of the season. He's a player that I do think can get 10 goals plus a season easily. He's done that once for us. I think that was in our League One campaign. But I do think he's got the quality to do that. The big difference, though, is excellent defending there. Back to the goalkeeper. Yeah, the difference for Charlie Webster, why maybe he's not getting too much of the goals, is as much as I want to play him in the number 10 position, sometimes we're forced to play him a little bit deeper. I think he's a little bit better in the number 10 position. Cairgib, he's just finding it so easy from that right-hand side today. He pulls it back to Kone, similar type of goal to the first one. And Richard Kone, I believe, gets his 10th or 11th goal of the season, maybe. That is a good goal there. And it's got to be game over now. Surely you'd expect us, almost 60 minutes into the game, I believe. Yeah, almost 60 minutes into the game. You'd expect us to give him, we've got a strong start in 11 here to see this one off. But it's easier said than done sometimes. The referee, though, allows the play to carry on. Ribeiro pulls one back for Middlesbrough. Maybe I spoke too soon there as the number 9 pulls one back. It's been awful. It's been awful since that second goal. We can't keep possession to save our life. That is soft, referee. That is never a free kick in a million years. But substitution here. Morgan Gibbs White, dangerous player to be coming on with 20 minutes to go here. We've got to watch out. Substitutions of our own. We will bring on Patrick Odua, Benarud and Mary, taking off the likes of Kone, Cairgib as well. We will also take off Charlie Webster here, who is looking knackered. He's ran his sock off. His socks off in this game. Oh, a lot of power, but not a lot of precision there. Almeida, is he Almeida, the number 7? That is not far away, I tell you what. Come on, I'm getting worried here because it's been all Middlesbrough. Norman, surely you're going to win the header. He doesn't win it. Almeida goes over the top to Conway. And the goalkeeper once again makes a big save. 4 minutes of stoppage time. 3 of them played. Daniel Pedersen replacing the centre midfielder here for Middlesbrough. Balazer, I believe, is scored. We deal with the corner. Referee, it's past the 4 minutes. Please end the game. Referee, what are you waiting for? Conway turns. Conway goes for it. And from 2-0 down, Middlesbrough have turned this one around. And they have earned themselves a point here. That is just, oh my God. I said a 2-0 up. Surely we're going to hang on to take our 3 points. But then again, I said at the start, maybe I should have just took notice of what I said at the start. This is a fixture list that have predominantly produced a lot of goals. And it's happened again here, 2-2 draw. Going into the final game of today's episode, it is at home at Prenton Park against the Tigers. Hull City have started the league quite well. Abdallah Sima being one of their influential players in that time. 3 goals in his last 3 games. I mean, they're just behind Ipswich Town right now, Hull City, and they're 7th in the league. A win here for them could put them back into that top 6, and you can see why this game might just be so important for them. We are 14 points above them right now. We are on 54 points and they've got 40 points. And with the January transfer window opening pretty much after this game, it's important we get a result. But it'll be nice to keep that 14 points advantage going into the January transfer window, wouldn't it? It's been a poor first half so far though. Omari Patrick puts the cross into the box. It's dealt with by the Hull City centre-backs. And Charlie Webster keeps it alive. He finds Benaruz, who tries to play in the wide player there, but well defended. We haven't seen 0-0 draws for a while, have we? Hopefully, this is not going to end 0-0. I'll take the point, don't get me wrong, but 0-0 is boring. In the second half here, it'll be nice to get an early start in the second half, given how poor both teams were in that first half. The goalkeeper comes out to no man's land. Everton have gone 2-0 up against Queen's Park Rangers there. From the scoreline on the top right, back to Mary. Mary somehow keep possession. It's just dodgy football right now. It's just ping-pong football that both teams are playing. And both teams, no team can keep a sustained possession or sustained attack at this moment. It's been pretty poor from both teams. Surely this one is not going to end 0-0. I've just said we haven't seen 0-0 draws for a while. I mean, it happened a lot in our first and second season, but that is one positive we can take from this season is we're creating chances, we're scoring goals, we're not seeing too many 0-0 draws anymore. I mean, it's still early in the season to say that, but I think, oh, what a chance! Oh my God, Bellumi, you should be scoring that one, son. You should be finding the back of the neck there. Big chance for Hull City. Big chance for Hull City there. And when you don't take it and 12 minutes to go, I just hope we make them pay for that. Odua over the top to Mary. Mary on his right foot. It's a good save. All of a sudden, in the final 15 minutes of this game, both teams have just realised we've got to go for goal now. And whoever goes on to score a goal now, you would pretty much say goes on to win the game, but it's opened up a little bit. It's been end-to-end in the last 15 minutes. I'm hoping we can make them pay, but Joseph plays in, shoves on his right foot. I've just said I'm hoping we can make them pay, but instead, it's Hull City making us pay for it, and at this stage, going for the double against us, we cannot afford to lose back-to-back games to this team, man. They have been such a dangerous and difficult opponent to come up against this season. But we've got a few seconds here to make something of this game. Mulligan. Odua finds Mulligan. Mulligan finds Benaruz. Benaruz finds Henry. Henry with the top. Oh, last kick of the game. And Henry secures a point for us out of nothing. Oh my God. I've almost choked myself celebrating that goal. That is, oh my God, I can't even speak right now. What a way to get the equaliser, last kick of the game. It felt like Hull City getting a late goal could see them collect all 3 points, but straight from kickoff, we have an answer to that. We score the equaliser. Get it! Well. With 1 day until the January transfer window opens, we remain top of the league. 2 points clear of Wolverhampton Wanderers. You've got Leicester in third, Burnley, Everton, Ipswich Town have got 41 points. So we are 14 points above Ipswich Town right now. I did say if we get to the halfway mark this season and we are still in and around that top 6, I will begin to feel much more confidence, especially the fact that we are 14 points clear of the likes of Ipswich and Hull City, who are 6th and 7th respectively. What a result that was, by the way, against Hull City, because if they had picked up 3 points against us, it would have been just 12 points separating both teams, and we know 12 points is very much possible. But I do think we can finish in the top 6 right now, maybe not in the top 2 for automatic promotion, because if you look at the likes of Leicester and Burnley, they're so close to us, just 5 points behind us, maybe not in the top 2, but we can certainly finish in the top 6 this season. I do hope so. I really do hope so, because Premier League football next season potentially sounds good. But Queen's Park Rangers, bottom of the league here. You've got Bolton, Sheffield Wednesday, Derby County just about avoiding the relegation places right now. I mean, up until the likes of Blackburn Rovers, it's really close to those relegation places right now. And for the race for the Golden Boots, Amdouni still leading the way, 16 goals in 24 games. And Sufati scored 15, Ivanovic, Clark, and Francolino of Watford in there as well. We do know Richard Kone is close, 11 goals he scored this season. So just 4 goals or 5 goals behind the top scorer right now. For assists, you've got Hocek leading the way. Francolino is having a good season for Watford, isn't he? But Webster and Kege both on 7 assists in the league this season. For the Golden Gloves race, you've got Bergstrom leading the way, 10 assists in 23 games. You've got Batista of Swansea, Dean Henderson of Leicester City. I mean, some of the players that this championship team have got, it's incredible. Liam Delap playing in the championship as well. But anyway, smash a like on the video if you have enjoyed this one. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new to it. And let me know in the comments, can we finish in the top 6? I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.